Near the village of Vishnupur, there was a beautiful forest where a small village was situated. In this village lived a young boy named Raghav. He was very hardworking and honest, but one habit always kept him unhappy. He constantly compared himself to others. Whenever he saw his friend Karan, who was always the top student, he thought, I wish I were as smart as him. Whenever he saw his neighbor Cedar, who was very rich, he thought, I wish I had as much wealth as him. Even when he saw someone running fast, he thought, I wish I could run that fast. His life slowly started sinking into disappointment. He couldn't focus on his studies, and his interest in work was also decreasing. He felt like he could never be as successful as those he constantly compared himself to. One day, a famous saint came to the village. He was known for enlightening people about life's truths. Raghav heard that the saint was very wise, so he went to him and shared his problem. Gurudev, I work very hard, but whenever I see someone better than me, I feel sad. I feel like I can never be like them. Please help me get rid of this problem. The saint smiled and said, Come to the oldest tree in the village tomorrow morning. You will find the answer to your question there. Raghav found this strange, but he thought the saint must have said it for a reason. Early the next morning, as the sun rose, Raghav reached the old tree in the village. The saint was already there. He said to Raghav, Look carefully at this forest. What do you see? Raghav looked around and said, Gurudev, there are different kinds of trees here. Some are very tall, some are short, some have lots of fruits, while others don't. The saint smiled and said, Now imagine if this mango tree started comparing itself to the coconut tree and complained that it is not as tall. And what if the coconut tree complained that it doesn't bear sweet fruits like the mango tree? Would that make sense? Raghav replied, No, Gurudev, that would be foolish. The saint asked, Okay, then tell me, how does this forest look to you? Raghav looked around and said, Very beautiful and balanced. The saint smiled and said, That is the greatest truth of life. Just as every tree has its unique existence and purpose, every human has their own journey and destiny. The mango tree is made to give sweet fruits, while the coconut tree is built for height and strength. Their lives are different, yet both are important. Raghav nodded but still had some doubts in his mind. The saint took him near a pond. Many fish were swimming there. The saint pointed to a bird and said, If this fish started complaining that it cannot fly like the bird, would that be fair? Raghav said, Not at all. The fish is made to swim in water, and the bird is made to fly. The saint said, Then why do you want to be like someone else? Your journey is your own. You also have qualities that others don't. After hearing this, Raghav had a moment of realization. He understood that every person has unique strengths. Comparing ourselves to others only harms us. After this, Raghav stopped comparing himself to others and started focusing on his own strengths and weaknesses. He realized that when he worked according to his own abilities, he felt true satisfaction. Slowly, his confidence returned, and he began to see his life from a new perspective. Years later, with his hard work, Raghav built a successful business. He became the most inspiring person in the village. Whenever someone asked him the secret of his success, he would simply smile and say, Never compare yourself to others. If a fish tries to fly, it will always fail. But if it hones its swimming skills, it can rule the entire ocean. Comparing yourself to others is like expecting the sun and the moon to shine at the same time. Both have their own place, and both shine in their own time. Focus on your own journey. Recognize your strengths and create your own path to success.